Alright. Hey, class of 82, the last graduating class of Fairborn Baker High School. 5 flyers down the field, win for Fairborn tonight. This is your old classmate Ross Martin, and today I just finished my 90th P90X workout on this last weekend before my 50th birthday, which I'll be celebrating on October 21st. Now, I'm posting this quick video not to boast or shame, but to share a few thoughts about what's in store for all of us over the next 30 years. Think of this as a halftime pep talk from your team doctor. Now, our 30th reunion was not so long ago. By the time we reach our 60th, a little more than half of us will still be kicking. That's reality. Since we've made it this far, the actuaries tell us that about half the guys will live to be 82, half the ladies, 85. We can't change the fact that we're human beings with a finite lifespan. But we can change the way we live these next 30 years. I, for one, don't want to take them lying down. I bet you don't either, and I'm here to tell you that it's not too late to make some changes and make these next 30 years better than they otherwise might have been. You know, it's great to do ice bucket challenges to raise awareness for things like ALS and worry about Ebola, but the real story is that we are more likely to die of heart disease, cancer, COP from smoking, and hip fractures or head bleeds from falls than anything exotic like that. And whatever's coming after you in the Reaper Sweepstakes, the better your fitness, the better you'll be able to recover and get back in the saddle and back to enjoying life. So, what we need for our bodies right now more than anything else so we can get through these next 30 years with style and grace is core body strength, flexibility, and endurance. And the rules for getting there are the same as they were when we were younger. Remember the Flyerettes and their kick lines? They couldn't kick so high without all the conditioning they did every single day of the season. Man, I still flash back to seeing them all in the foyer stretching out whenever I catch a whiff of Ben Gay. Now, maybe the need to do over-the-head kicks has passed us by. But as our reflexes inevitably slow, keeping core strength and good flexibility will keep us and help us avoid nasty falls, back pain, and other injuries. I also want to make this post to say thank you, because even though you didn't know it, I thought of y'all about making this video every time I didn't feel like hitting the gym since the day I committed to making a change in the way I was facing the future and getting older. You motivated me to keep pressing play, so thank you. You see, about 5 months ago, I found myself rolling out of bed and looking down at that roll of lard hanging over my waistband. Not a pretty sight, and it made me feel really old. Now, even though both my parents were plenty overweight, at least my dad was until cancer ate him up in 2009, I managed to keep my body weight mostly in check until about the last 4 or 5 years. I'm fortunate to be married to an amazing woman, Kim, who started focusing on fitness and nutrition in her life long before we met 15 years ago. She realized that she was going to need to optimize her health if she was going to stay ahead of the curve because she'd already faced cancer at 17. Today, because of the radiation she received 30 years ago, she's now a 3-time 30-year cancer survivor. And despite those setbacks, she's thriving and fit because she stays focused on maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So our household has always been what I'll call the Whole Foods equivalent of kosher. We eat mostly plants, mostly organic, and keep away from processed foods. That worked great for me, but I always hated working out. Got on my bike when I could, but otherwise struggled to make the time for exercise on any regular basis. My sedentary lifestyle really caught up with me. My weight started creeping up, really my body fat. I lost muscle mass, energy, flexibility, and frankly, felt like crap. So back in May, I decided to do something about it. I tried P90X about 6 years ago, got about halfway through the program, and I got a little cocky, tore my rotator cuff when I was overdoing it. Now I'm older and wiser and have taken a much more disciplined approach. When I started the program back in May, my goal was to finish the 90-day program in 5 months, just in time for my 50th. I knew I wouldn't be able to work out every single day because of my travel, so I made a more achievable goal, made accommodations. I don't have the before pictures to show you, but I'll tell you I couldn't do a single pull-up, I couldn't touch my toes, heck, I couldn't even see my toes, and I couldn't do a set of 25 sit-ups. I couldn't get through a single video all the way without taking major breaks. So I modified the program, kept track of my progress, and kept moving. Now I'm in the best shape of my life, and I feel ready to take on the next 30 years. Sure, it's going to suck at times, but not as much as it will if I roll over and turn into a gooey couch potato. So, come join me in taking our 50s with some attitude. Talk to your doctor before doing anything crazy, but don't be afraid to set audacious goals. P90X is pretty extreme and is not the place to start if you're completely out of shape, but there are so many good programs out there. I personally enjoy working out with Tony Horton on these videos. He keeps it fun, encourages me at just the right times to do my best and forget the rest. But whatever you do, set a goal, seek out support. Heck, I'll be happy to cheer you on and get busy. Then you can join me and say, hey AARP, I got your 50 right here, pal. See you in 2022 for our 40th.